Hello and welcome to We, Me and Us. We are delighted to have you here as we dive into the exciting journey of leading, coaching and transforming organizations in our rapidly changing world. I'm Pierre Neis, your host and agile coach. I'm truly passionate about sharing real-world insights with those eager to create meaningful change. At We, Me and Us, we're all about exploring new tools and perspectives that inspire impactful transformation. Let's embark on this journey together. Good morning, everybody. Welcome on We, Me and Us podcast. Today, I'm really happy. I have a special guest here. I have Lucia Berdini. I'm following Lucia since a couple of years on the social networks, mostly on Facebook and a little bit on LinkedIn. We don't know each other that well. We just have one contact. I think this is quite interesting because if you think I'm crazy, you will see there's another level of craziness and madness. And I like it pretty much. Hello, Lucia. How are you doing?
Hello, Pierre. Good morning. It's an honor to be here with you. Thank you for inviting me.
So, grazie mille. That's the only thing. Oh, that's my level of Italian. Just enough to order a cappuccino, please.
Buongiorno, voglio un cappuccino.
Buongiorno, come va? Molto bene, grazie. And then still, yeah, you know, I used to speak a bit Italian. I used to speak a bit Spanish. By getting older, I'm mixing both.
Yeah, that's true.
So, no, then you have people in front of you like, what? Huh? They say, can we switch in English? Or you speak German or speak French? I'm feeling more comfortable in these languages anyways. Lucia, a really warm welcome. Thank you for taking your time. Can you introduce yourself? Who are you? What are you doing? Where are you located?
I'm located in Central Italy, in a small region called Marche, with mountains and riverside. I love my region, and it's very small. And I grew up in a very natural place and fell in love with theater, art, and playfulness throughout different steps. And more or less, 10 years ago, in 2015, I invested myself with the name Play Coach. I just invented it because I knew I wanted to be a play coach, a person who would help and facilitate and educate others to be more playful, to bring more playfulness into their lives. In 2018, I went more into the organizational level. So I'm holding workshops, team buildings, and activities to bring more playfulness with an evidence-based background. So we know we need to play more to recontact playfulness because it's important for our happiness, for our well-being in general. So this is what I do. I'm a play coach. That's it.
That's really awesome. You know, I'm quite invested in playing too, but it's not only to connect what I discovered through the Play 14, which I created with my friends, and 13 years ago. Shit, it's a long time. But you understand. There's a couple of angles using this kind of joyful playfulness that we need it. It's not only for the happiness. Okay, we do it for just having fun. And usually when I came back, I'm really sad. They say, oh, you need me to have happiness. That's bad. What's happening in the rest of your life? But also what we discover, because you're also in organizations, is there's a lot of simulation exercise based on playfulness, and you remove the obstacles of the fear of failing. Like the fear, anxiety of failing, of making bad things, right? Or making errors, right? So I'm living in Switzerland. People never make errors. So you have to learn again. So don't be afraid to fail fast, fail early. Come with hypothesis. Don't lose your time in analyzing. Do something in a collective you're able. So you have to make simulations and you make games like this. And also, you can really come with great ideas. And third angle is, if you have to take decisions, you have to have options. And have options, you have to think a little bit out of the box.
Yeah.
That's also where playfulness comes in it, from my perspective. Have you again?
Yes, also that's my perspective.
Yes, very good. So it's not only playing fun for the sake of fun. I saw some videos of yours. I invited really the audience to take a look about what you're doing in the Manifesto del Gioco.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're bringing people back to kindergarten.
Yeah, exactly. Tell me the question, because I want to go to the point. There was a question rising in you.
The question is great. Am I right to say that you bring people back to the kindergarten?
Okay. It depends. It depends on which fields I'm working on, which kind of people I'm working on. But after like a little journey, I bring adult people starting from here. So like for a period of the team building or workshop, I speak a lot. Before going to kindergarten, the medium adult need to be reassured that they're going to kindergarten, but it's good for that reason. That reason is very useful and it's very important and it's clever to play more. So after the cortex is nourished with that information, so they can go to kindergarten. And it's different. Okay.
You're too much a mom. You're protective. You're a mom. You're protecting these guys. I bring them in kindergarten without telling them I bring them to the kindergarten.
I tell them. I love speaking. Yeah, I'm actually, it's a maternal side. Yeah, I can say that.
Oh, which is good. Yeah. So I'm going to define myself as a mom, right? A coach is a mom. Is you're manipulating people with Stockholm syndrome, passive aggressivity, and you manipulate people with milk and honey. You want to fail? Okay, you won't get the milk. Oh, sorry. Oh, it's too bad for you. Ooh. And you're playing this way in this, emotion. And I give another example how rude I can be. I make this kind of learning weeks. This may be also what you're doing with 80 CFOs of a huge company. And I had a bunch of an exercise with Lego bricks. So, and explain, or say, draw me what you want to do, blah, 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 blah. And you can use, you have to build a city with Legos, right? And but it's not only Legos. I have a big table with a box of Legos, not enough for everyone, and the paper and a lot of things. And then say, and you can start now. No other explanation. I had one team, really vice president, chief financial officers. They jump on the box, they stole the box and run in the garden with the team. So you can see very serious people when they see Lego box. All the others came to me, oh, we can't do the exercise, we have no Lego box. Up to you.
Not
and
my
then you
problem.
can see, not my problem. And then you can see people start trading with the others. I give you this, give me a Lego brick, blah, 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 blah. And it was fun to see and quite realistic, right? And everyone got the metaphor. The metaphor is when you work and you have a budget, one is stealing whole budget, then you have to chase the budget to start doing something, right? And the tools and the resources, whatever. That's cool. That's really cool. What are the things you're doing actually?
I'm working with Play Manifesto trying to bring Play Manifesto inside comuni. I don't know in English how to call that. Ayuntamiento en español. pero no me viene en inglés. In cities, okay? In cities.
Yeah.
And what I want to do, and in organizations. So I do these two things. Work on festivals, three things. Festivals. One big festival this summer, it's called Viva Viva Fest, and it's about wellness, sustainability, and playfulness. Then organizational level, and starting next week, a very big project with a very big organization in Italy. I'm very proud, and we're working for 1 year with this big organization about playfulness
Well done.
and play manifesto, these things. And then when I feel like I need a bit more spark, I organize little courses, maybe online with a precise target. For example, now I'm working with 10 women about joy and polyvagal theory. And I'm working on that because I need that. I need to be bit more of research and practical and theoretical. So I need a bunch of people to work on that. So I organize things when I just feel it's the time. So
That's very good. So can you share with me the link to your play manifesto?
yeah, sure. It's manifesto del Gioco.it. Do you want I tell you the link? Or
you did it. Manifesto del Gioco.it.
And there is a beautiful history between two characters. Dario Solina, that's a humanitarian clown working with Patch Adams. I think you know Patch Adams from the movie, Robin Williams movie. And this good friend of mine from Denmark, he's from Naples, but actually he lives in Denmark, wrote this beautiful story about two characters. One of the characters is called Otto. Otto in Italian means 8. And he's a square guy, a very square guy, very rigid, that make a trip with Vir Gioco. Vir Gioco is the metaphor of the Dante La Commedia, the trip from the hell to heaven. There is this guy called Virgilio that bring Dante throughout the stages till heaven. So there is this character that bring Otto to the stages to playfulness, and it's very nice. You can choose. There are options, and you go into every chapter of Play Manifesto. And I think it's amazing because every time I go with my shirt, I don't have it now, right here, right now, the shirt of Manifesto del Gioco. This is the symbol of Manifesto del Gioco. So just bring it with me, the t-shirt with written, I'm a play custodian, Manifesto del Gioco. A lot of people just come to me and say, what's that? And we start talking, and I can see the smile, the sparkle, other people's eyes. So
this means live long and prosper, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But we use it because we like that.
That's cool.
We like that, and then we discover that was the meaning. Actually.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I like it. I have to take it there because I have ideas in my brain. They say, how can we connect or relay the Manifesto del Gioco via Play 14?
Yes.
Because Play 14 is a platform. It's non-profit, absolutely non-profit. You're not even allowed, not even I am allowed to sell it or sell anything. And this is how we get people in it. And interesting. And this is for me was a design to an ultimate agile organization model. Self-organization as key. So I think you have something here. You go more deeper in it, which is very, very good. I will take a look. I will have time. I will be 2 weeks on holidays. Take a look. And I like it absolutely very much. And also you have symbols, you have the T-shirt, community ideas.
We have a good community. Yeah, we have 100 people, active people, then another 100 that in last years came into and then went out, but now 100 people very active that needs play and organize events, just play more. Can be in families, can be in organizations, can be in hospitals, can be in schools, wherever. Just we need to play more. It's not that we need to play more, just that is we need more time and space playing. Time and space. For me, there are two aspects. Okay, actually, if I should say, in one sentence what we need more and more time and space for playfulness. Because children do not have communal spaces, civil spaces. Yes, there are the gardens, there are the, how do you say that? Playgrounds.
Yeah.
But actually, it's kind of, we go there to play, but here in Italy, kindergarten playgrounds are empty. I cannot understand why. We need more interspaces. Bernard Cohen called them interspaces, because before, between houses, there were interspaces that were safe because it was house and then a little square and the other house. And now we don't have them. We don't have this kind of spaces for playfulness. And also times, because we have to do a lot of things. Also children have to do a lot of things. We need more time.
I'm absolutely okay with you. I'm really agree. I will add also some kind of fear. If I take a look, I grew up in a small village at the German border of France, and I was playing outdoors with the neighbors' friends, and we were in the woods and we're doing crazy stuff. I broke my bicycles because we're going the hills down like crazy, and crazy stuff, right? And when my daughters, they grew up in small cities, and their moms, because I'm not good, I have one daughter per mom, and and they were so anxious they're not even allowed to get outdoors. Have renting a house near Metz, and the area is super calm, right? When she was young, she was not allowed to get outdoors because mom is panicking. Oh, what's happening? And I do believe it's not only on the moms; it's something in the air, and we want to keep everything home, not going outdoors.
We do not accept risk. Risk and danger are different. We need to keep our children from danger. That's sure. We're not stupid, but we cannot avoid risk. And risk management starts from the very beginning of life. And mom's perspectives are very important. We in my pants, I decide that my son can do this thing more. Like last week, he said, I'm going to Maracaibo. That's a beach half of an hour away by bike from my house. And I was like, I can't do that. No way I can do that. And then he said to me, there is a friend with me. And I said, he will do difficult things, in life. And I need to give him, I have to be faithful. So he just came back. And when he came back, I could see in his face the pride that I did that, and it's very important. And in playfulness, we eat risk. We eat it. We fight risk. We need, it's very important for our growth to become adults capable of doing multiple things in a creative ways. As you said before, to have multiple choices, we need to bite risk and be safe for sure. And I think that as adults, as moms, we have to be more faithful. I don't know. Life is tough.
That's why we love our moms. But to be really, really honest, if I were like the moms of my daughters, my daughter will never be able to swim with age of 5. I learned swimming in the same way, and not on the mom way, on the dad way. Like the dad way is I'm standing in the swimming pool. No. They're on a verge of the swimming pool, and say, "Come, sweetheart, jump in daddy's arms." And when they jump, I step one step back, because I needed her to go underwater, then to get up so I can take them, to remove the fear of the water. and was very okay for the oldest one. The young ones, I was astonished. So we did this in the morning in the swimming pool, and an afternoon I saw her with what 5, 6, something like this. She started swimming on the verge, following the friends. You see, they get it. So the angle was not to learn swimming. The angle was, don't be afraid to put your head in the water. You know, and this is all based on games. You can I'll give you the phone numbers of my daughters. They're now 32 and 21. They will maybe complain with you, oh, dad is joking all the time. It is horrible. Yeah, it's horrible. But there's a learning factor, and you pointed out is if you remove the fear, and that's the sublime power of fun and games, mostly games, right? The sublime fun of games is really removing the fear of doing bad things. But if
go on. Yeah, please.
no, go on. I'm talking way too much.
No, it's just we get into the fear, and I love, for example, when we do tag games. So there are wolves and ships, and the wolf chases ships, just running through the space to the playground, and you can see ships, women, men, young people, old people, screaming of fear. Of it's kind of a real fear, like this. And it's beautiful because during the debrief, I asked them, was it a real fear? And they said, yes, I was really panicked, but they were laughing, So
Yeah.
I love this melange, how do you say, this mix, this beautiful mix of emotions we have from playing with other adults and to manage emotions. So it's fear, but it's not fear. It's fun, but it's also something else. Everything is different that in the reality, in the real reality, and we can see it with a lens. That's the living metaphor. Games can be living metaphor that change our lives forever. A game can change our life forever. It depends on how it works outside and inside of ourselves. So these are powerful tools, powerful mediums, but also powerful goals. I mean, they can be both. They can be medium and goals at the same time. That's not important. Just play. Play more. Play a lot. Play always and with everybody that wants to play with you.
I'm a huge fan of Jane McGonigal.
Yeah,
Have you heard about?
Yeah, no, I read it.
This is
beautiful.
Yeah, reality is broken, and very all the concepts, and I use a lot. Also, the idea when you say, "Oh, why are people not able to focus more than 42 minutes at work?" But when they're playing World of Warcraft, they are focusing 5 hours. What's happening here?
Exactly.
And then you have also gamification technique. I took the 52 gamification technique for Scavenger.
Yeah.
Which is absolutely impressive. And you're using I build this sequence of games, right? And I'm maybe honestly, I'm way more serious than you are. So I'm absolutely fascinated, the craziness. I would love to be crazy, but now I'm looking like all this is, what is this mid-aged white guy looking like my dad or my grandfather playing the crazy? This is insane, right? So I have to be more serious.
I don't think I'm crazy or there is craziness. I'm more on Austin Clown side. I really would like to recommend to anyone who's looking to this video or listening to this podcast to go into Austin Clown. It's written AUSTINKLEON, Clown, Austin Clown. He's a creative. He wrote a lot of books about creativity. And when you read him, when you look what he does, you say, this guy is crazy. And he works with this craziness. It's just creativity. It's just no putting boundaries to what you would like to do. And when I read him, I always think that's what I used to do when I was a child. He does what I used to do when I was a child, but he does it
He
for,
stole you. He stole your idea.
yeah.
This is impossible.
Oh, wait,
Oh, you have. Do you know Steve Chapman?
no. Ah, Steve Chapman, the singer.
No. Steve Chapman is a facilitator, project manager, artist from UK.
Can you tell me the name? I will look for him.
Steve and
Yeah.
Chapman, Chapman.
Okay, cool.
He is not in the hyper fun part. He's super creative. He makes sessions like the non-TED. So you make a TED for people who has nothing to say, right?
Oh, that's
And this
beautiful.
this is beautiful. And he wrote a book. I have his book here. I was looking just before if I can put my hands on it to show you. It's a book about concepts, ideas, but just drawing like. And these are the ideas that usually we're looking to generate the game. So sometimes you have games and you say, oh, if I just do the game for the sake of the game, okay, it's fun, but there's maybe lessons that we can improve, right? And he does a couple of, and his book is great in this. And I'm thinking, not another Monday and not another Wednesday, something. This is his website, completely, absolutely creative. And you really feel that the guy looks crazy, looks creative. You understand the background. He's also former project manager. You can see there's a structure behind, and like this, I won't stop doing this. Very, very interesting. And also a couple of people from service design, which are quite impressive, like Adam St. John Lawrence and Marcus Edgar Hormers. They're doing the global service jump. I include a lady now, her name, if she listens to this, she will be pissed, Elsa Wormek from Berlin. She's doing great things, and she got this naturally. You have people having flow, and the people for Play 14 in Vienna, they're all super creative, and you have also clowns and in it. And this is absolutely, you're coming after 2 days like, wow, a lot of ideas, right? And this is the power of playfulness. So I'm really, really thank you what you're doing, because we need more people like you. Or if you can duplicate yourself, would be great.
Right? I will duplicate myself next year.
Yeah, and I'm in a conversation with a very good friend here. She was also on the podcast, Sophie Frey. She's not exuberant as I am. But we want to do something on games in Zurich.
Okay.
And so we are looking if the market is ready, or we will do it in Zurich for international crowd, because Swiss people need to warm up.
Not for Swiss people.
No, I'm working on the culture to understand why, right? I'm working on I'm not blaming. It's the culture. Like, I was amazed. I was 2 weeks ago in Madrid, Play 14, and you see, oh, this is crazy. You have the sense they all stick together, a large crowd, and doing a lot of things together. And you really feel, oh, they know each other very well, but not excluding the others. So absolutely positive. And people, not only young people, a lot with my hair color, and which is great. And then I say, this is how they behave, which I love it. But the level of engagement at work is 8%. So meaning, this is my private life. At work, something is broken.
It is work hard, play hard mentality. I work, and then I break the work and I go to play. What we need is an integration.
Yeah, and I think there's also a little bit in Italy. The few tree company I used to work. I saw this also in the Middle East. Less in the Middle East. In France, it's typically like this. And there's also the culture about we live for working, like Anglo-Saxon approach, and we all work for a living. So you have to
balance.
So, Lucia, thank you so much.
Thank you to you, Pierre.
It was a great honor having you.
For me, really.
We stay in touch, and we have to definitely do something together. I will take a look of the Manifesto del Gioco.
Yes.
I guess I read it a couple of when you came out. I saw this coming. See, what the heck is this?
Yes, there is also the English version to download for anybody who wants that. You don't have to go through the whole website. You can just download the English.
I can read Italian.
Yeah,
I can read Italian. Yeah, but I'm lazy. I'm not saying this. So I'm getting old. I'm old, right? Then I'm limiting myself to a bit of English and my two mother tongues, which are French and German. I think it's large enough, right? Yeah. Large enough to confuse people, right?
On continue à parler en français si tu veux alors.
Moi, j'ai pas de problème avec ça.
Moi, oui, parce que j'ai oublié beaucoup de mots.
Oder wir können es auf Deutsch, das geht auch, ne?
No, I don't. This is German.
This is German, right?
Can understand German.
Yeah, but you know, when you're traveling a lot since the last, let's say, even 30 years, even more, right? I was in the US half of the East Coast when I was 17, so now I'm 27, and you see there's no problem with languages. So now people even was in Saudi Arabia, and the people say speaking Arabic, they're watching me. You understand us. He understands Arabic. He don't understand Arabic. But you know, when you make games, if you're a coach, right, you're so keen to feel people and get, maybe we call it macro. But it's this connection. It's not meta. It's just you understand. But Italy we're able because they don't have the verb. You have also the gesture
of gestures.
And you understand that this is different than this. Right. Again, Lucia, thank you so much.
Have a nice day.
Have a great day. And thank you for the audience. I hope you like it. I enjoy this talk with Lucia. Have a lovely day. Thank you so much for joining us at We Win Us. We are excited to be on this journey with you as we support your growth as a leader and change maker, helping you build resilient and agile organizations. If you enjoyed this episode, we'd be grateful if you could share it or connect with us on social media. And if you or someone you know has valuable insights to share, please reach out. I'd be thrilled to feature them. Until next time, keep evolving and stay inspired.